Go.
Hi guys, I'm Ashley. Today I'm going to be recording a video.
Hi, I'm Sydney. I'll be performing the do's and don'ts of the gym today.
Hi guys, I'm Sebastian and I'm going to be the one actually pointing out the things that you do wrong when you're actually working out in the gym.
Alright, let's get started.
Alright guys, can you point out the three things that I spotted that, Sydney, when she walked away, did wrong? One of the important things and the most hazardous issues is the fact that when she finished her workout, she threw it on the floor, the weights, right? You don't want to throw it on the floor because you risk the chance of potential equipment injury, damage. You risk the chance of someone running and not seeing the weight and then tripping over the weight. And you run the risk of actually injuring yourself by throwing in the weight because it could land on your toes and no one will be able to see that. So what you want to be able to show is that you want to put these weights back from where you came from. So be sure to put it back to straight, right? So that's one thing. Another thing is that you also want to be sure to wipe down the equipment, right? If you're gonna be doing any kind of exercise, it's proper sanitary to be able to grab a towel and just clean it off, right? Because you don't want to. You wouldn't want to work out with any other people's sweat. Another thing is that you need to have a spotter always constantly looking by your side because you don't want to be you don't want to have the weight fall on your face or have some kind of injury and then no one be able to be at your side. All right, moving on. All right, guys, can you see what Sydney did wrong there? Okay, here's the issue. When you're trying to work out and you have any sort of weights, you want to be sure to not slam it on the floor. Because if you slam it on the floor, like I said, with leaving the weights on the ground, you're gonna risk the chance of damaging any part of your body, including your toes, which is the most common. And you risk the chance of someone tripping over the weights as well. So let's move on. Alright guys, can you tell what she did wrong there? If you can't tell what she did wrong there, I think there's something wrong there. Because obviously you should know by now that you shouldn't be able to text at any moment when you're in the gym. Because that just acts as a major distractor. You're not aware of anything that's going on in the gym. You're kind of just wasting your time as well. Because you could be working out and you're just on your phone. So, moving on. So also, when you're actually working out, you want to be sure you're not making any strenuous noises. You don't become obnoxious to anyone around you because that's just obnoxious. You don't want to hear other people screaming. It doesn't show anything. You're not gonna look like a total bad butt by by performing these actions or whatever. Another thing is, when you're working out, you want to be sure you don't cut in front of people. So if they're working out, looking at the mirror, there's a reason they're there. You don't want to be, after working out, just cut in front of them and be because that's just going to be obnoxious and you're not going to make good friends with that. So be sure not to disturb any other people working around. You also want to be sure that when you're working out, make sure there's no items on the floor. Because if your stuff is on the floor, you risk the chance of yourself injury or you risk the chance of someone else walking across, tripping over the materials, and then you're in trouble again. Speaking of that, we actually just recently got in trouble with bringing our book bags on the gym, so don't do that. So yeah.